Camille Wittick, and I am the Senior Manager of Client Relationships for Saturn Infotech. Saturn Infotech is a Platinum EPM BI Oracle partner. We are specialized in many industries. We are looking very excited today to bring to you Endeca and what information discovery can bring. Speaking today will be our Director of BI, Mona Lisa Schrin, and we will go ahead and get started. Thank you again. Mona?
Thanks, Camille. Thanks for the introduction. Welcome everybody to our webinar series. Today's topic is why my users love information discovery over traditional BI. Here I'm mainly going to talk about the Oracle Endeca Information Discovery as a product. Before that, I would like to give a brief introduction about myself. My name is Mona Lisa. I'm working as a practice director for BI at Saturn Infotech. I am working with various Oracle products for past 15 years, including Oracle E-Business Suite, various EPM products, Oracle Business Intelligence, OBIE, OBIA, and this new technology called Information Discovery or Endeca Information Discovery. Since Oracle acquired this particular product, it's becoming a really cool toy in the industry, and I will explain you momentarily why I call it as a toy in my short demo. A little bit about Saturn Infotech. We are EPM and BI specialized company. We have high-profile clients worldwide, and we have various offices all across the globe. If you want to know more about our company, please feel free to email Camille or visit our website, saturninfotech.com. So to get started with our topic, what is business intelligence after all? By definition, business intelligence is a set of software applications used to analyze the organization's data. It enables decision makers to monitor and understand and improve the business performance. We all know that, don't we? It's very important to have some kind of business intelligence in our organization that helps us, our C-level executives, to make better decisions. For example, with the business intelligence, you can get better insights of your finances, your operations, your sales and marketing activities, and lot of things. But still, in the organization, many questions remain unanswered. Why? For example, your business intelligence may not be able to answer the questions like this. How do I find better ways to listen to my customers? Or why my product is getting a lot of warranty claims? Or where do I get the better understanding of the market? Where do I look for the customer's emotions beyond my organization's data? All these questions, or these kind of questions, maybe a business intelligence will not be able to answer. The reason behind it is that the business intelligence looks within the limits of organization's data. And if the data exists beyond that, it's out of your reach, out of a business user's reach. So what can I do? How can somebody help me? Can somebody give me a tool where I can get an insight of the data which doesn't belong to my organization, but it's still important for my product, for my company, for my finances, or for pretty much everything for my day-to-day life? To start with my demo, I would like to give you a brief story about a product engineer, his day-to-day life of a product engineer, how it's going to go. So imagine a typical Monday morning. I work as a product engineer at an automobile company. I'm having my first cup of coffee as my manager comes running in. He shouts at me, "Mr. John Jacob, check your email and download the file I just sent you. We need to provide an answer within a week to the top management. our warranty claims are getting exorbitantly high. Investigate and prepare your report by no later than this Friday. He pretty much throws the deadline at my face. Okay, Mr. Manager, as I say, like any other good employee, right? And yes, many dealers also complained that they saw unusual increase in the battery-related problems. He drops me a clue and he leaves. Okay, let's see what does he have in that file for me and what am I supposed to study, investigate, prepare report for. So let me take you to look at that file that my manager has sent me. All right. So this is the warranty claim data file that my beloved manager has sent me. Looks like it has a lot of information. Let's scroll through the information. Okay, I have information about the vehicles that got the warranty claims, and it's detailed like make and model and year, etc., etc. Looks good. So far, so good. Some other information like dealers and city, region, etc. Not that important, but that's fine. All right. What do I see here? A labor description. That means what was the issue or what kind of service performed on that particular vehicle in order to resolve that claim, right? Commodity, which means what area of the vehicle, those are predefined commodities usually used in automobile industry, and what kind of what area that claim or that particular issue existed. And then look at this, all the various information. What is this? This is a column called complaints. Well, it pretty much looks like to me as if a service technician has entered free-form notes in here. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to read through all of these notes to prepare my report? Well, there are over 50,000 records in this particular file. It's humanly impossible for me to go through each and every record and study these notes and prepare my report. Well, but I'm not ordinary user, of course, I'm a smart user. So I take this file and I run to my IT department. Let's see what happens there. So I go to my IT department with my file, and many of you might remember this very old Dilbert comic, right? As IT professional, we always laugh at it. But if you put yourself in a business user's shoes, maybe you won't laugh at it because it is the truth. Many times a business user does not know what information he is looking for. All he knows is he has a problem to solve. He doesn't know how. He doesn't know how to look at the data. There are a lot of ifs and whys and hows that are involved when you step yourself in business user shoes. So this smart IT department, they look at my file and they say, why, you have tons of business intelligence dashboards and reports already at your hand. Why do you need another piece of data? I try to explain them. No, mister, I need this piece of data because this is where I am supposed to conduct my investigation. They say, okay, we will see. It's not easy to put, any new data in the system overnight. So maybe come back in 3 months. We are really busy. We will talk about it in 3 months. Hello, I don't have 3 months worth of time here. I have 5 days on my hand. I need to prepare a report. This is not going to help me. So I come back and think. So this is the problem. This is the problem with traditional business intelligence. How can you hit a bull's eye if you can see it? So information discovery is something that comes into picture where business intelligence fails to answer the questions, which means that information discovery is not taking over business intelligence, but it is a complement to business intelligence. both the things go hand in hand in order to solve the problem. How? We will see in this quick demo. I'm going to show you a quick demo of the same warranty claims application. You just saw that Excel file, and how first of its kind model as you go deployment occurs in Oracle Endeca Information Discovery. Model as you go. I will explain you what it means once I show you the demo. So in this particular demo, I am going to highlight following features of information discovery, Endeca Information Discovery, which is self-service data mashup, drag and drop dashboards, contextual navigation, interactive visualizations, and Oracle Endeca Discovery is great at visualizations. You will see in few minutes. Intelligent search and text enrichment and sentiment analysis. Okay. So all I have is that file that my manager handed me, and I'm going to build an application right here, right now. Logging into my system. I'm going to create a new application. That means I'm going to provide new data, which does not exist in my organization. It's a totally outsider data. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload the file that I just downloaded from my email. Here goes my file that you just saw. It's going to take a few seconds to, for Endeca to ingest this file and create some model for me. So as you can see, Endeca is reading this particular file. Everything looks good to me. Everything looks clean to me. So I'm going to go ahead and create the application. Now this is what I mean by model as you go. If you see, all the information that existed in my file now came here as attributes. So I do not have any predefined columns, any predefined tables like your traditional relational database, but all the attributes are built on the fly as I ingested this particular file. And you can take a look at it. If you think some of the attributes are unnecessary or not needed for you, you can get rid of them if you want, or you can just keep whatever you have. And then you click done, which is going to create a new application for you. Now once I click done, this particular file has a lot of records. So it's going to take a few minutes to actually create the application. And once you create the application, you are supposed to build the dashboards and reports on top of it. I already have built some dashboards for you so that we can continue with our demo without any gaps. And once the application is done, I will come back to the demo and show you how you actually create the dashboard. So I'm going to click done and let it create. And by that time, I'm going to open up the already built application on the same file, which I built a few minutes ago or few hours ago. Okay, so this is how, once I create my application, the front end is going to look like for a user. It's very simple, but it's very intuitive, and it's highly customizable. So you can create your own look and feel and color and things like that. I'm not going to go in the details of that, of the beautification, but I really want to highlight some cool features that no other discovery tool offers. So if you look at this, let's start here at the search box. If you look in the top left corner of the screen, you see the search box here. This search that Endeca offers is a very intuitive search, like a Google type search. Usually all of us love the Google type search, right? It autocorrects for you, it gives you suggestions as you type in. So it's very simple and easy for a normal person to use. So that kind of search technology, it has inbuilt, which really helps the business user to search for the problems or search for the solutions that they are looking for. Then there are various refinements that are available. If you take a look at them, those are nothing but the attributes that we just loaded from that file. And you can do different things with these refinements, such as sort, filter, apply the conditions, constraint, etc. On the right side, you can see the typical business intelligence type of functionality where you can see charts, you can see a details table, and things like that. So now going back to our basic problem, my manager explained me that our warranty claims are going high, right? And now I don't know exactly why warranty claims are going high. I have no idea. I don't know whether I'm dealing with one issue or I'm dealing with multiple issues that are accumulating in terms of claims. I absolutely have no idea. But let's see if this particular tool is going to help me to solve my problem. So I click on my dashboard. Okay. Here you see a really cool feature here called summarization bar, and another feature here which is called tag cloud. These are very highly configurable items that you can include. I would like to highlight this beauty of this tag cloud. What it does. You saw my Excel file, right? It had a lot of information. It had a lot of free text. It had a lot of random text. It's not possible for me to go through each one of them line by line. But what this tag cloud does, it picks up the highly occurrence of all the terms, the high occurrence terms, and it highlights those terms. What that does, that it helps me to focus on that particular area. So for example, in this particular application, I have a problem here that the claims are high. If you can see on the summary, I have over 76,000 claims in past 3 years, which costed me over $40 million. Very, very high price, high amount that my company had paid or had lost basically. So definitely it's a problem for my company, and now I know why my manager was shouting, right? So this tag cloud highlights the terms that occur most frequently into your file or into the data that you ingest into the system, okay? Now, the only problem I know here is that my manager said the claims are high. Yes, I can see the claims are high. He also mentioned that the dealers complained about the battery related issues. Okay, but I don't see in this tag cloud the battery highlighted. That means maybe battery is not the major issue here. Maybe it's some different issue. I don't know. Maybe I am dealing with 2 different issues here. How would I know? So what I do, I'm going to click on this. Do you see this red flag here? It says most frequent labor. That means what is the service or what is the solution that has been offered to customers most frequently. Let's click on it and see what it does. Right here, it gives me a count. So replace the rear caliper has occurred close to 6,000 times in past 3 years. A lot of claims, 6,000 claims in 3 years is a big number for my company, right? So now I know that this is something that is occurring frequently. So let's take a deep look into it. Why is it happening? What is the issue? What I'm going to do, I'm going to click right here on this description to see what is going on. As I click there, Now you see in the refinements on the left screen under the search box, you see the refinements. There, all my records are filtered with this particular label description called replace rear caliper, right? I see close to 6,000 number of claims, right? Look at this, only 5 suppliers. I have only 5 suppliers for this particular assembly or this particular part of my product. Fine. I have spent over $3 million on these type of claims, right? So it's definitely something that I want to look at, and I want to see why this 5,000 or 6,000 claims are occurring. This is interesting information for me that all these parts come from only 5 suppliers. So what should I do? Shall I focus on the suppliers? Maybe. Let's go to the claim analysis tab. What is it going to do? This dashboard is giving me the summary. The claim analysis is going to give me the detailed information about all these claims. So I'm going to go to my claim analysis tab. And as you can see, my refinement carried forward, the replace real caliper. So it carried forward and all my records are filtered accordingly. I scroll down and I take a look at this chart. Look at this chart, a supplier part analysis chart. And what do I see here? I see one supplier, Visteon, where I got most of these claims from. Do you get this? Yes, there is a problem. There is definitely some problem with the parts or the things that are coming from this supplier, Visteon. And for my further investigation or for my further report, I should focus on this particular supplier and see how we can address this particular problem so that our claim number and our claim cost goes down. So now if you can relate, it was not possible for me to do all that analysis through that Excel file manually. It was not possible for my IT to generate a quick report on that Excel file. They asked me to wait for 3 months and they would take another month to build some sort of solid dashboard or report on that file, right? 4 months worth of wait. But within probably an hour with the Endeca Information Discovery, I was able to nail down my one problem which occurred due to one of the suppliers that is providing this part to my company. Isn't that amazing? It is amazing because all these things just are impossible without this kind of tool. Okay, so I nailed down one problem. I am happy. I am drinking my another cup of coffee and now focus on my second problem. My manager mentioned that he had heard from dealers that lot of battery claims and blah, 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 blah. So what is happening there? I don't know. I have no idea at all. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reset all these refinements here. Right. Let's go back to my dashboard. And let's search for the term battery. Now you see here, all I did is search by the word battery. I do not know where to look for, whether to look for a battery as a commodity, whether to look for a battery dealer, whether to look for a battery supplier, what it is. If you are using a traditional business intelligence tool, the user has to know where to look for the data. But that is not the case with this Oracle Endeca Information Discovery. You can search just like Google and still crawl through all the data that is available to you and get to your result. So, that are related. So I definitely need to focus on this battery problem and see what is going on this particular battery claim. So to get into the details of this battery problem, I am going to move to my page called line items, which is going to give me details about each and every claim. Okay. Scroll down a little bit. And you will see all the problems that are occurring here. Let's take a look at this data. Okay. Look at this, the odometer mileage. That is something concerns me. There are vehicles that have run only for 700 miles or 600 miles. That's not a lot, really. That's not a lot. It's pretty new vehicle. 600 miles is considered as a brand new vehicle. And if that kind of vehicle is going to get a battery problem, there is definitely something wrong with the battery. I better investigate it. As a product engineer, there is something wrong in that system that the engineering team needs to fix. So this odometer really concerns me, that I am getting so high claims for the battery. Now, if you see here in the commodity, I selected as battery because that was one of the refinements. But many times what happens, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this commodity refinement battery. I'm going to reset it, and I'm going to do a generic search on battery. I'm not restricting it to a particular attribute or a particular field. All I'm going to do is a generic search. And see here, I'm purposely going to misspell the word battery here. If you can see, I'm purposely misspelling it. And still I'm going to do the search, but Oracle Endeca Information Discovery is going to autocorrect it for me, and it is still going to give me the search for battery. Do you see it? I typed BATRY, but it still gave me all the refinements for battery, right? And now look at this. My claim number went up. I have not 3,000, but I have now 5,000 claims for the battery issue. And the cost of those claims is 2.2 million, which was double than what I saw earlier. So there are multiple issues that are occurring, right? And battery is definitely one of them, or battery is something that definitely is going to come on the top. So let's look at all this data in my results table. I have all these complaints from the customers that they are talking, a lot of things like my battery died and I had to call AAA and this and that. This odometer mileage is still something that I have back of my mind. I mean, look at this. Many of these things are like 7,000. 6,000, 1,000. One of them is 354 miles. If your battery dies in 300 miles, not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. So what do? Let's do one thing. Let's try to find out how many vehicles are there that have low mileage but still have battery problem. So I'm going to filter on my attribute called odometer mileage. Usually in automobile industry, 8,000 miles or 10,000 miles is considered as brand new vehicle. Not brand new, but pretty new vehicle. So you should not have any claims or any issues under that mileage. So I decide to set my odometer to 8,000. And I'm going to submit the data. And now it is going to give me all the battery related claims or issues that happen on low mileage vehicles. So if you can see, I still have close to 4,000 claims on low mileage vehicles. Definitely a warning sign for me if I'm getting that kind of high claims on this, right? Let's take a look at other things. For example, all these details. Okay. Let's see if any of my charts on my dashboard are going to give me some other information. My refinements are carried forward, that I'm searching on the battery and the odometer mileage between 0 to 8,000 miles, and see if I get any clue here. Let's take a look at our chart. Okay, look at this chart here. Do you see this chart on the right side of your screen? If you take a look at the months of these claims, most of the claims happened between October to January, or October to February, you can say, which are considered as the coldest month of the year. So, is it the issue that in the cold weather, the battery is failing somehow? I don't know why. I don't know how. But that might be something I definitely want to think, and I definitely want to investigate further. So, let me show a cool functionality of this chart. I'm going to do the sort on the month. Just to highlight, just to make sure that my assumption is right, that the coldest months of the year are getting high claims. January is considered the coldest month in whole US, right? And it's getting the highest claim. Let's take a look at map. Let's see where these claims come from. Are they coming from a specific region that can confirm my findings? So I'm going to click on map. And my map is refreshing. Let's see. Great. Do you look at this map? This area that is highlighted in red and yellow, that's the high occurrences of my claims. That's where most of my battery-related claims happened. And all those states are considered as the coldest states of United States. So definitely it has to do something with the weather. That in the cold month, in this colder state, I get more claims from the battery. That there is something going on in the battery. That somehow the battery is failing to do its job in the winter, right? Let me focus my investigation further. Let's go back to my original dashboard, or original report, the line items, to see the details of the claim. Again, focus on the summary bar. I am getting 4,000 claims on 2,400 different vehicles. What that means is that one vehicle is having more than one claim, or there are many vehicles that are having more than one claim related to battery. That means the issue is repeating here. Even if something has been done to fix the issue is reoccurring. So let's see what's happening. I'm going to go into my sub-tab called VIN detail. where it is going to give me information for each vehicle that had the battery related claim. Very good. And look at this. Look at all these vehicles. They are modeled or they are made in 2010, if you see, and they have 3 claims just for battery. So within 2 years, they have 3 claims just for battery. This is definitely I want to investigate. I click on this particular VIN number to see what are those claims. How was the problem solved? What happened to those vehicles? What was the claim about and what was done? Oh. So, I'm going to go to the claim detail. And look at this. I see 3 claims for the same issue for the battery within few thousand miles, or not few thousand miles, few hundred miles. That means definitely whatever these people are doing to fix the battery is not helping. Let me do one thing. Let me get rid of this refinement battery and see if there is something else happened to that vehicle. So I'm going to reset the battery refinement. I'm also going to reset, I don't have to reset anything else. Look at this. Now I got rid of that refinement battery, and instead of 3, I now see 4 claims here. Do you see it? At 3,000 miles, and finally it looks like at 4,000 miles, whatever was done, finally it solved the problem, because then that same vehicle didn't come for a claim again. So let's see what was done on that system. Look at this. Actually, they did not replace the battery here, but what they did is they fixed the alternator of the battery. That means there was something wrong with the alternator system and I was not able to recharge my battery. So the problem is not with the battery, the problem is with the alternator, and that's one conclusion I can draw through this whole investigation. So this was a short demo of the application. As you can see, before even lunchtime, since I got a problem, before the lunchtime, I was able to nail down 2 major issues related to my highly occurring claims. And instead of waiting for 5 days to create a report, I can create my report right now and enjoy the rest of my week. So let's go back to our presentation. What is business intelligence and what is information discovery? All of you just saw the beauty of information discovery and how it can help you to solve your problem or solve your unanswered or unknown questions. As I mentioned previously, business intelligence and information discovery or data discovery are complements to each other. So, where does business intelligence comes into picture? When your questions are known, when you know your data, and when you know your questions, and you want to try and find the answers to your known questions, that's where business intelligence would come into picture. But the data discovery would come on the opposite side of the spectrum, where you do not even know what questions to ask. Like I did not know what was the issue with battery. All I knew is issue is with the battery, but I do not know what it was, right? Or I do not know why my claims are high. So data discovery comes into picture, which gives you answer to your unknown questions, right? And when you have answers to your unknown question, now you know what are the important data points that you have to focus on. So you can feed that kind of data, or you can focus on that data in your business intelligence application. So as you can see, it kind of goes in cycle. You feed the new input to your business intelligence, get more answers to the questions, and drive focus on the data that most impacts your business. And if you do not know questions, then go for the data discovery, look out for the solutions, look out for the answer, so that your organization or your company is able to take advantage of all the data out there. So what does data discovery offers you? It offers you the agility for unanticipated. What that means is that it's very easy to add data. You can upload all various such files, like I uploaded the warranty file. In the same application, you can upload, for example, your supplier file or whatever, quality assurance file or anything, and create your own dashboard. So you can add new data and then ask new questions. As you ask new questions, you find new answers or new patterns. Based on those new patterns, you know what information you have to focus on, and accordingly you add the new data. So it's kind of a cycle that goes on and on in order to solve your problems. Another beauty of Oracle Endeca Information Discovery, deeper insights beyond the structured data. Many reports, many IT reports have revealed that only 5% of the data remains in the organization. But rest of the data, the 95% data, is outside the organization in various places. It can be on Facebook, it can be on Twitter, it can be in the blogs, it can be in the transcripts that have been recorded at your call center, all other things. Can you generate report on that using your traditional BI? No, it's very cumbersome. So Oracle Endeca Information Discovery is something that offers you to create your dashboards and reports not just on structured data, but even unstructured free-form data such as Facebook comments, such as Twitter posts, such as your Word documents, such as your contract agreements in PDF, such as your emails, or pretty much everything unstructured content, you name it, Endeca can accommodate it. That's the beauty of it. So here I'm going to give a very short description about the Endeca architecture. I know we are running out of time. So as I mentioned you, it is a model as you go, right? On this particular screen, you see in the center something called an Endeca server. Endeca server is backbone of all this, that's what you just saw. And it's a very flexible architecture. What this means that it does not have any predefined schema, predefined rows or columns or anything. As you put in the information, as the information is ingested, it forms its own schema. And that's why you are able to create very flexible reports with pretty much any type of content, which means any structured content as well as any unstructured content. So EID integrator is a middleman here, which actually translates your structured data and unstructured data using the ETL technology, the web crawling technology, or text enrichment technology, file crawling technology. Using all those technologies, it translates that information and feeds it to this backbone, which is called Endeca server. And Endeca Studio is the product that you just saw. That was the front end that a user creates his dashboards and reports on. So then Endeca server basically, Endeca Studio accesses the information from Endeca server in order to create the dashboard and provide a dashboard reporting solution for you based on all the data sources within your organization and outside the organization. So to summarize what Oracle Endeca Information Discovery gives you, it inspires new questions, users can quickly create complex reporting, and that's why it's very user-friendly, very high rate of user adoption. Also, as I mentioned, it's a unified tool set for rapid combination of structured and unstructured data, and the drag and drop interface, and changes in the data automatically appear that we just saw in our email. On my last slide, I am going to explain you what is the Oracle advantage of this data discovery or Endeca Information Discovery. There are many discovery tools that are available, but Endeca is not like most of them. Endeca is an enterprise solution. Why? Because it's not something that sits on the user's desktop, right? And then the user creates the reports and all, but those reports are not available enterprise-wide. Endeca is an enterprise technology where everything remains centrally, and it can also be integrated with your OBIE or other Oracle products like WebLogic and everything you have, so that you don't have to worry about enterprise-wide security. That means whatever your central security system is, the users are going to see only the data that is available to them. You don't have to worry about the desktop level type of security that you have to do if you buy any other product. Also, the future of this product, because it's an Oracle product, it goes very hand in hand and very smoothly integrated with all the Oracle BI applications. It definitely has a future. As Oracle BI evolves from now in next 10 years or 20 years, let's say, this particular product is going to evolve along with that, which gives you a better enterprise-wide advantage. And of course, I'm sure that you will get a lot of new enhancement as they come in, through this product, because it is one of the Oracle products. So with that, I would like to call off my presentation. I really wanted to give you the demo for the drag and drop for creating the charts and all the beautiful things that Endeca has for you. But we are running short of time, so I have to cut short a little bit. Sorry about that. But please feel free to get back to me anytime. Just drop me an email, or you can drop Camille an email or call Camille, and I would be happy to give you more demo, more information, or whatever you need. We will be happy to provide that. Any questions?
At this time, if you'd like to ask a question, you can go ahead and type it in, or raise your hand, and we'll be happy to answer. Okay, we have one question coming in. Is it easy to generate reports on people's sentiments, like on Facebook or on Twitter?
Oh, okay. Is it easy to generate the report on Facebook or Twitter? Absolutely, absolutely. It's a piece of cake. It is really a piece of cake. All you need to do, it's a small installation. It's called Internet Acquisition System. What it does, it actually crawls, your Facebook posts or Twitter posts based on certain keywords. So for example, you want to find out what people are talking about your product. You can have the keywords related to your product and let the crawling system run, which will pull the information back, and very easily you can create beautiful dashboard, beautiful charts on that report. Very, very beautiful, and it's very easy. Any other question at this time? All right, thank you everybody. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I'll be happy to answer any further questions if you have. Feel free to email me or email Camille anytime.
Thank you everyone for joining, and we'll be having bi-weekly webinars on various topics. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.